everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be doing hair and makeup. I'm going to show you guys how I got this makeup look and how I did this install and everything. I really wanted to just play with color today. I feel like after my last video, I kind of like broke out of this weird fear that I've had about playing with like colorful eyeshadow, and today I was just like, you know what? I'm feeling color. We're gonna do some color today. So I found this picture on Instagram of this look right over here. I don't know who the artist is, but I'm going to find them. For some reason, like when I click the link to see like the original photo on Pinterest, it like takes me to eBay, which is like the weirdest thing ever. So I'm gonna find this artist and tag them in the description box because this look is just the cutest thing ever. When I first saw it, I was just like, oh my gosh, I have to recreate this. I just have to. It's so cute and the colors are amazing. It's like a pistachio glam or something, which is really hilarious because I've been so obsessed with pistachio ice cream for some strange reason. I never thought that I would be like a person to like fall in love with pistachio ice cream, but it's honestly like the best thing ever right now. Especially the Ben & Jerry's one. Oh my gosh, Ben & Jerry's pistachio ice cream is like the best. It's just been like a new obsession that I've had like lately, and yeah, I'm here for pistachio ice cream. So I'm totally in love with this glam. I think it's so cute. So I'm going to show you guys how I got it, as well as this hair. I ended up just doing like a cute little half up half down style. And yeah, shout out to Nadula hair for sponsoring this video. They sent over the wig that I'm wearing right now. I am so in love with this hair. It's really soft and it's super long. I feel like they be lying when they say it's like, it's just 26 inches. I'm like, girl, this is, how could this possibly be 26 inches? It's like all the way down to my butt. Honestly, it could pass for like 28, 30. I'm not mad at it. I'm loving like the inches these days. But yeah, if you guys want to see how I got this hair and makeup look, then just go ahead and keep on watching. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get started on this look. So the hair that I'm going to be using for today's video is from Nadula Hair Company. They sent over a wig for me to show you guys. So what the heck is that? This is the wig that we're going to be applying today. It is from Nadula Hair Company. Shout out to them for sponsoring this video. I'm going to leave all of the information for this wig down below in the description box as usual. So I'm going to go ahead and install this now. I was going to do the bald cap method, but honestly, like, I be trying to avoid that step at all costs these days. I don't know why. Like, I just feel like it's like one less thing that I can skip, and I'm just like, yes, let's skip that part. I actually have a confession to make about like my natural hair. I'm kind of scared to tell you guys because I feel like you guys are gonna judge me, but we friends here, you know, we established something here, so I'm praying that you guys don't judge me for it. I'm using the Olive Oil Fix-It Super Hold Wig Grip Gel to slick down my edges. So, I relaxed my hair a couple of days ago. I don't regret it at all. I don't regret it at all. I've been wearing my hair, like my natural hair, out ever since I relaxed it, and I have literally no regrets at all. Like, it's been the best decision I've made in regards to my hair in a while, and I'm kind of annoyed that I didn't do it a long time ago because it's just been great. It's been really great. So prior to being relaxed, I was natural for like about 8 or 9 years. Like, I started my natural hair journey I think like the year after I graduated from high school. It was like 2010 when I graduated high school, and I'm pretty sure I started growing out my curls like the year after, like the summer before like my sophomore year of college. I think that's kind of like when I did it. So yeah, that was probably like 2011-ish. So it's been like about like 9 years. So we are going to start putting this wig on. I've already bleached the knots and everything like that, so this wig is like set and ready to go. And bam! Ooh, she look good. I'm gonna use the Got2b High Insta Hold hairspray. We're just gonna spray this all over the edges, and then I'm using my blow dryer to dry it down. I always think it's hilarious how my eyebrows just turn into like they just go. I feel like Spock from Star Trek. I'm just using a razor to cut away all of the extra lace. I feel like I have a good reason as to like why I decided to relax my hair. It's funny because when I think back at that time, 2011, 2012-ish, I feel like YouTube was popping off, like everyone was kind of like really getting into YouTube, and the natural hair wave was really starting to like make an impact on YouTube. Like it was like showing its impact on like social media and stuff. I remember back then I saw so many videos of people just like chopping off their hair, just doing like big chops. There were just like big chop videos everywhere. I remember thinking to myself like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I could shave my head, but I really want to go natural too. Because before that time I had never seen my natural hair. Like I'd never seen like my natural curls before. I think like the last time that I was natural before then, I was probably what, like maybe 7 or 8 years old or something. So fast forward to like 3 or 4 years ago, I started to really notice that I wasn't wearing my natural hair out anymore. This is around the time I think that I really started to get into wigs, and I just didn't care to like wear my natural hair out anymore. Ever since I got into wigs, like I noticed that my natural hair was always in cornrows, like underneath the wig, and even when I didn't have a wig on, I would keep my hair in cornrows because like trying to cornrow all of my hair is just, it's a task, okay? Especially the way that I braid my hair. I make my braids really small so my wigs lay really flat. Point being, trying to manage my afro just became like a real hassle for me, to the point where I didn't want to manage it anymore. Like I didn't want to take care of it like I used to anymore. Wearing it just became kind of annoying. Like, to be quite honest with you, it just became like annoying. I started to notice too that I actually really like to wear my natural hair out when I'm not wearing wigs. But because my hair is natural, I would literally have to go through another wash day just to get it back into braids if I wanted to wear my hair in a wig again. And because I wear wigs so often, like that's a lot of wash days. That's a lot of like washing and blow drying and re-braiding just so I can wear a wig for the next day if I was to switch between going from my natural hair, like wearing my afro out, and wearing a wig. Because literally the only way for me to get my wigs to lay flat is if they're in braids. And it just became annoying when I didn't want to wear a wig for a day. Like I'd just be stuck with braids. Like trying to figure out a way to cover these braids so I didn't have to take them off and like have another wash day. I don't know if this makes any sense, but I feel like if you wear wigs often, then you probably get what I'm saying. It's just a lot to go from a wig on Monday to natural hair on Tuesday, Wednesday, then back to a wig on Thursday, when the only way to get your wigs to lay flat is to put them in braids. Like that's just a lot. But yeah, so my hair is relaxed now. Honestly, it's the best decision that I ever made. I wish I would have made the decision earlier, and I have no regrets. Like I literally have no regrets at all. I'm definitely not gonna sit here and like encourage anybody to go relax their hair, because at the end of the day it still is a chemical process. You're still putting chemicals to your skin. Your skin is an organ, so it's absorbing chemicals. I just know that for me, like it's been a really great decision for me. With my level of patience when it comes to like my hair, like I think that it was a good decision for me to make. I'm gonna go ahead and start doing like my edges now. I'm using this Extreme Professional Styling Gel that I got from the beauty supply store. You can also get this at Target. It's super inexpensive. I love using it on my edges because it's not like crunchy or anything like that. It doesn't make like the hair like super hard. Hopefully that little spiel about like why I got a relaxer made sense, because I was just getting like confused with my own damn explanation. So hopefully it makes sense to you guys why I decided to make this decision. My voice literally is like starting to crack from like all the time I just spent just now like trying to explain myself. But anyway, so edges. I think that's pretty much all that's like new with me at this point. I also wanted to ask you guys about your opinion on Zack Snyder's Justice League. There's like a new 4-hour movie now on HBO, and I watched it and I was like, man, this is like what we need. Like this is what we need. It just made me realize like how much they actually skipped in the last movie, like in the first version of this movie. Like they really did skip a lot. The whole entire time I was watching the movie, I was like, why didn't y'all just like put this one out to begin with? Like this is so much better. But yeah, if you haven't seen the Zack Snyder Justice League movie that I highly recommend. I feel like you'll definitely like it better than the first one. Just be aware that it is twice as long. Like, the movie is like 4 hours long. So just be ready to like be sitting on your couch for a while or watch it like in intervals to get through it all. I know for me, like I ended up watching it for 2 nights. So I watched like 2 hours one night and then I watched the other 2 hours the next night. Because 4 hours is a long time to just be sitting down in one place. That's not, I got stuff to do. You know, I got stuff to do. I can't do that. I also started going to the gym again, which I'm very excited about. I really love to work out. Like, I love to work out a lot, but in the past, I feel like I was more into cardio type of work. I think all the years of playing tennis kind of did that for me. I love to move around and run. Like, I love going for really long jogs. Like, that's just kind of like my thing. A majority of my coaches that I had throughout those years, I think they focused more on your endurance and, you know, that type of thing. So lifting weights wasn't really like my thing, you know, back in the day, but I'm starting to like it actually. It's really, I can see how it can be like really therapeutic for somebody. I think I'm just gonna finish up my edges here and then move on to the makeup. I know I want to style this hair and like do like something cute with it, but I'm starting to be like indecisive about what I want to do. I swear, sometimes I have like these moments where I'm super decisive, giving you CEO of a Fortune 500 company, and then other moments I just like cringe at my own inability to make decisions. Alright, but that's the hair for now. I'm gonna just clip this hair back while I do my makeup. So far, I really like this wig though. The hair is super soft. Again, I'm gonna leave all of the information for this unit down below in the description box. So if you have any questions, just make sure to check there. So let's go ahead and pause with the hair for a second and move on to the makeup look. So before I get into foundation, I just want to add some moisturizer onto my skin. I think the brand is called Versed, if I'm not mistaken, but it's their Skin Soak Rich Moisture Cream. I just recently got this in PR and I'm really loving this moisturizer. It's really thick and very like luxurious. So if you have dry skin, I feel like you'd probably really like this. So we're going to do a little bit of that first, and then I'm going to go in with my primer. I'm using a mixture of the Makeup Forever Shine Control Step 1 primer as well as their Pore Minimizer primer. So the Pore Minimizing primer, I'm mostly going to use that on my cheeks, and then the Shine Control one, I'll use that on my T-zone, so on the nose, forehead, and a little bit on the chin. I'm then going to go in with my foundation. I'm using a mixture of 370 and 385 of the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter foundation. I'm kind of in between shades right now, so that's why I'm mixing them together. I'm applying my foundation with a brush today because I was too lazy to go get my sponge, so, you know, gotta use a brush. But yeah, I actually really like this foundation. I feel like when I first tried it like years ago, I wasn't really too much of a fan, but I think now that I'm kind of like into the more soft matte type of thing, like I've been really loving this foundation and how it holds up too throughout the day. I'm then gonna go in with my first concealer. I like to layer concealers. It's definitely way light for me, but I'm gonna be using this as kind of like a underpainting with this concealer. I'm only going to use a small amount of this too because the consistency of this concealer is really thick. This is the Revolution Conceal and Fix Ultimate Coverage Concealer in shade Tan. So I'm pretty much going to apply it on the inner portion of the under eye, right where I have like most of my darkness, and then just make sure to blend it out before I go in with my second concealer. And on top of that, I'm going to use the Liquid Touch Concealer from Rare Beauty. I'm using shade 330 Neutral. This shade is a lot closer to what I would normally use to do like my highlighting. So I'm going to apply this onto the under eyes, the sides of the nose, the sides of the mouth, a little bit on the chin, and then whatever product I have left on my brush, I'm just going to add a little bit of that onto the forehead. I'm then gonna do some cream contouring using the Danessa Myricks Balm Contour in shade Deep 1. I have been obsessed with this product. Just the way that it melts into the skin is just wow. It's literally like chef's kiss. If you're into cream contouring, I highly recommend that you check out this product. It's been a favorite of mine as of lately, and it's just, the formula is just perfection. So now that I have all of my cream and liquid products on, I'm gonna start setting everything with powder. I'm using this Chanel Natural Finish Loose Powder in shade number 20. I'm obsessed with this powder. It just makes your skin look like... It's so good. This powder is just amazing. I was actually looking for another powder from YSL, but they didn't have the powder I was looking for, so somebody recommended this one to me, and I've just been obsessed with it ever since. So I'm going to use that to set all of the areas that I applied concealer, and then everywhere else that I have like foundation and that cream contour, I'm going to use the Laura Mercier loose setting powder in medium deep to set everything else. So this is a new step that I recently added to my routine, and I just love the way that it makes my under eyes look. This is the Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Powder Foundation, and I'm using shade 255. I'm only using a small amount of this powder, but I feel like the difference that it makes like in my under eyes and just the way that it snatches my nose is just night and day. So I pretty much apply this powder onto the very inner portion of the under eye, kind of the same spot that I applied my first concealer, and I also use this to highlight the bridge of the nose. I don't really do like a regular nose contour because I'm terrible at nose contouring, so I just end up doing a reverse contour on my nose, and this is the powder that I use to basically create like my highlight. I'm then gonna go in with some powder bronzer. One of my favorite brands just recently came out with a new line of bronzers. This is from Raine, and I'm using their shade Cinnabe. This shade has a really pretty warm undertone, so I'm gonna use that on top of like my cream contour just to bring some extra warmth into the skin. If you're looking for a new bronzer, definitely check out these ones from Raine. They're mostly known for like their lip products and eyeshadows, but these bronzers are bomb. Like they're super pigmented, and the shade range is amazing. I'm then gonna add my blush and highlighter. For blush, I'm using the shade Coral from Beauty Bay, and then to highlight, I'm using the Beauty Bakerie Milk and Honey palette. I'm taking the shade Be Sweet and adding that to the tips, sides, and the bridge of the nose. For my brows, I'm using the NYX Cosmetics Micro Brow Pencil. I decided to use a mixture of two different shades. So I'm using Brunette, which is my lighter shade on the inner portion of the brow, and then Espresso is going to go on the outer portion of the brow since it's a little bit darker. So I'm going to fill in those brows and create little faux brow hairs on the inner portion. Once I have them filled in, I'm going to go in with like the tiniest bit of concealer and clean up the bottom part of the brow. So I'm all done with the skin. I'm gonna move on to the eyes now. Per usual, I'm using the Be Perfect Prime eyeshadow base to prep for shadow. A majority of the eyeshadows that I'm gonna be using today are from the Raine Juicy Boost palette. I've been really loving this palette. On top of those amazing bronzers, Raine really kills it when it comes to eyeshadows. The first color that I'm gonna be going in with from this palette is Kale Yeah. The look that I'm doing today is definitely winged out, so I'm gonna be creating that shape using this eyeshadow. I'm gonna apply that onto the crease first and then connect it to the outer corner. So we have our first shadow on. I'm gonna go in with my transition color now. I'm using the shade Mint Leaves from the same palette, and we're gonna use this to blend out and diffuse the edges of our first color. Then for my lid color, I'm gonna go in with the Beauty Bay Pastels Pressed Pigment palette, and I'm taking the shade Serenity, which is this super cute green, and we're gonna pack that onto the lid space. I definitely built this color up really slowly. I feel like with pastels colors, you kind of have to do that or else it's gonna look really like patchy and stuff. So just take your time with it. Like, don't try to like pack on too much color at one time. Build the color up slowly until you have like your desired pigmentation. Then next, I'm gonna add my inner corner highlight. I'm using a mixture of cucumber, avocado, and coconut water from the Juicy Boost palette to create like a nice bright like green on the inner corner. We're just gonna blend that into the lid space so that way you get a nice smooth like transition between the inner corner highlight and the lid color. And then I'm gonna smoke out the lower lash line. I'm just using the same two shadows that we used on the crease, so Kale Yeah and Mint Leaves from the Juicy Boost palette. You guys already know the deal, we're using beige on the waterline. Too Faced recently launched a line of eyeliners and I've been really liking them. This is their Killer Liner in shade Killer Cashmere. It's supposed to be like a 36-hour wear, like a waterproof eyeliner. I can't attest for 36 hours, but I will say that it does last a really long time. So if you're looking for some new eyeliners that are like waterproof and that are really good for like the waterline, this is definitely one I would highly recommend. And now I'm gonna start prepping for my false lashes. I'm just gonna add some mascara onto my top and bottom lashes before I do. I'm using the Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High mascara. I think this is new if I'm not mistaken, but it's nice. I like mascara. I like Maybelline's mascara. They usually do really well with like their mascaras. So now I'm gonna apply my pearls. These are so cute. I'm gonna use these pearls that I got from, I think it's either Hobby Lobby or Michael's, but you can pretty much find them like in any craft store. And I'm sticking those on using some lash glue. Then for my false lashes, I'm using ones from CrvstalLashes. These are in the style Butterfly. Finally, I'm gonna fill in my lips. I'm gonna line first using the JCat Beauty Holy Addiction lip liners in shade brown and deep brown. I'm using brown first just to line the lips, and then deep brown is gonna be like kind of like my contouring shade. So it's gonna create a little bit of like that extra, you know, pouty type of look for the lips. Then to fill them in, I'm using the NYX Soft Cream Liquid. Is it a liquid? It's not a liquid lipstick, but it's like their cream lipsticks. You guys know what I'm talking about. But I'm using shades London and Cairo to get like a really cute like nudie beige type of color. And once I have that on, I'm gonna go back in with my lip liners just to make sure everything is super well blended. Then I'm gonna add my gloss. I'm using a new one that I picked up from Ruby Kisses at the beauty supply store. I was grabbing some stuff to relax my hair actually, and I saw these lip glosses and thought they were super cute, so I ended up picking them up. But these are their new Butter Bomb glosses, and I'm using a mixture of shades Baby Doll and Nude. Alright guys, so I'm back with the finished makeup look. I also went ahead and straightened my hair off camera because I feel like we all know how to flat iron our hair by now, so you guys don't need to see that. I'm gonna go ahead and start styling this hair now. I feel like I should have just put on my press-ons after I was done styling my hair, because now I'm trying to figure out how I'm about to do my hair with these nails on, so wish me luck. So because of that, I'm just gonna kind of keep it simple with my hair today instead of like trying to go all crazy and everything, but I still want to do something cute. So I'm gonna pull out some little bangs right here. I had like a little center part that I created, so I'm just gonna pull some teeny tiny bangs. I really love the way that this makeup look came out. It's definitely inspired. I need to find the artist because I found the picture on Pinterest, but when I tried to like go to the link that's on the picture on Pinterest, it like takes me to eBay, which is like really weird. So I need to try and find the artist that inspired this look, because like it's amazing. Like the look is so cute. When I found it on Pinterest, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to recreate this. So let me go ahead and trim these little bangs right here because they're kind of long and getting on my nerves already. So we're just gonna trim these down like that. I might actually move these bangs over. Now that I like see it, I might want to move them over here instead. Yeah, I think I like that better. I'm gonna go over here instead, like kind of off to the side. Yeah, that's better. And we'll cut there. Oh yeah, that's way better. I feel like having them at the center here, it just kind of like covers my edges and just kind of defeats the purpose of even having like my edges styled. So I think it looks better with just like kind of off to the side like this. All right, so we have our little bangs there. I'm just gonna take a little hair tie and pull this little section into a ponytail. So it's half up, half down. Yeah, I don't think I could have done anything like more than this. Like trying to secure this with these nails is so hard. Okay. I got it, I got it. It's gonna be like last. Ooh, don't get caught. Oh! That's terrible. Here's what I'm gonna do. I gotta keep my hair simple because my nails are too long and I can't style this hair with my nails. Like that's like a lesson learned. Like I need to wait until after I'm done with my hair to put on my press-on nails, especially if they're this long. Like I know better than to do that. But anyway, so to style this hair, I really want to do like something with it. I don't want to just like keep it down. So I'm going to just like keep the center part and I'm gonna pull the front here as if I'm gonna do like a half up, half down style. But instead of using like a hair tie, I'm just gonna use one of my hair clips. These little clips right here, I'm just gonna use that to like keep it back. I would definitely use a hair tie, but I just can't, I wouldn't be able to get the hair tie tight enough. It would just be like super loose because it'll just get caught in my nails like as I'm trying to like tighten it. So I'm just gonna use a hair clip. And voila. I just like to thank God for getting me through this video because that last trying to get my hair done with these nails was such a struggle, but I'm so glad we made it. But this is the finished look, guys, with the hair into makeup. I love the way this look came out. I just wish I was able to like put this little like ponytail into an actual ponytail instead of like a hair clip. But other than that, I feel like we look cute. I love this freaking hair. It is so soft. I've been so obsessed with these little like bangs in the front here, so had to throw that in there. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and let me know what you think down below in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And yeah, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching and hopefully I will see you in the next one.